the system of capitalism itself requires endless growth and endless profits, which means endless exploitation of the planet. And that can never be sustainable. It's actually the absolute opposite of sustainability. And even if you have one company that wants to go green and truly does go green, it won't be profitable, and they'll end up being bought out by some other company that, you know, is willing to sacrifice the environment or their workers' wages, you know, to keep those profits high for their stakeholders. Of course, we should all do our part and try to conserve more, but, you know, not everyone can make those sustainable choices, buy green products, all these things. And it's really consumer society that needs to end, right? We need to end long commutes where everyone owns their own car and drives like 50 miles a day to work. We need to transform our cities into green eco-cities that are integrated into the ecosystem and support biodiversity and cool the climate. But that's a systemic thing, right? We need major funding. We need major transformations of society. We need training of millions of workers. It's so much beyond the individual lifestyle choices. The Pentagon is the largest consumer of fossil fuels on the planet and the largest unregulated polluter. They are never required to report their emissions in the UN summit reports. And if you don't look at the global policies of the US and the EU of domination of the world and exploitation of the global South, you can't begin to address climate change because it's all related. The history of colonialism and imperialism is what has gotten us here in the first place. If you look at the cumulative emissions from the US and European countries, they are far, far higher than the rest of the world. And that is because they've been exploiting the planet and polluting the world for, you know, centuries. The climate justice movement needs to be anti-imperialist and anti-racist and anti-capitalist and for socialism, because it's really the only way forward.